The morning sun filtered through the grand windows of the master bedroom, casting a warm glow over the plush, silk sheets. Emma stirred, feeling a gentle kiss on her forehead. "Morning, beautiful. Sleep well?" "Morning. I did, thank you." Brian's eyes sparkled with a blend of charm and affection that had initially swept Emma off her feet. They had been married for 3 years, and while their life seemed perfect to the outside world, Emma had begun to notice cracks in the facade. Brian was often secretive with his phone and had frequent, unexplained absences. As Brian left for work, Emma couldn't shake the gnawing feeling in her gut. She had to find out if her suspicions were valid. Emma called her best friend, Claire, to confide in her. "Claire, I need to talk. Can you come over?" "Of course, I'll be right there." Claire arrived within the hour, her face etched with worry. They sat in the cozy kitchen, sipping coffee. "What's going on, Emma? You sounded really upset." "I think Brian is hiding something from me. I don't have proof, but my instincts are screaming that something is wrong." "Have you thought about hiring a private investigator?" It seemed extreme, but she had to know the truth. "I think that's the only way. Can you recommend someone?" "Actually, I know just the person. He's discreet and very good at what he does." Later that day, Emma met with the private investigator, Jack Thompson, in a small, dimly lit cafe. "Mrs. Harper, I understand your concerns. I'll start by monitoring his phone and financial activities. If there's something to find, I'll find it." Days turned into weeks, and Emma's anxiety grew. She tried to maintain normalcy, but her heart raced every time Brian came home late or acted suspiciously. Then, one evening, she received a call from Jack. Mrs. Harper, we need to meet. I have some information." They met at the same cafe. Jack slid a folder across the table, his expression grave. "Your instincts were right. Brian has been transferring large sums of money to accounts linked to his family members. It's clear he married you for your wealth." Emma's world shattered. The man she loved, the life she thought was real, was all a lie. But she wasn't going to let Brian get away with it. Emma's sorrow quickly turned into a steely resolve. "Thank you, Jack. I need you to keep digging. I want every piece of evidence you can find." "You got it." Emma began to devise a plan to turn the tables. She spent hours in her study, poring over financial documents and consulting with her lawyer. Her assets needed to be moved to a secret account, safe from Brian's grasp. Emma's lawyer, Mr. Simmons, sat across from her, papers spread out on the desk. "I have been in close contact with your bank and have had all of the transfers Brian made reversed. We can transfer your assets discreetly, but it will take time." "Are you sure about this?" "Absolutely. Let's make sure Brian and his family never has knowledge of my funds' location or access to my money again. I can't let him and his family take everything I've worked for. Let's also make sure all of our plans are complete before I confront him with the evidence and the divorce." Days later, Jack called with more information. "Mrs. Harper, I have the final pieces of evidence. Are you ready to confront him?" "Yes, I am. It's time to end this charade." Emma decided to expose Brian at a family gathering. She planned a lavish dinner party, inviting both her and Brian's families. The day of the party arrived, and Emma was a picture of grace and composure, even as her heart pounded with anticipation. The dining room was filled with laughter and the clinking of glasses. Emma stood up, tapping her glass to get everyone's attention. "Thank you all for coming. I wanted to share some important news with everyone tonight." Brian looked puzzled, but he maintained his charming smile. "What's going on, Emma?" "Brian, would you and your family please join me up front? I want to acknowledge all of you. Tonight is a very important night for us." Brian and his family looked puzzled but gather at the front. "Brian and I have been married for over 3 years now, and I must say, his family has always been welcoming and kind. So tonight, I want to share with my family just how wonderful the family I married into truly is." She pauses, her smile fading as she turns to Brian and his family. "Brian, I know about the transfers of my money to your family's accounts. I know you and your family targeted me and that you married me for my money. The room falls silent, and Brian's family looks shocked. A stunned silence fell over the room. Brian's face turned pale, his charming facade crumbling. Emma, I can explain. No need. I've already reversed the deposits you made and moved all my assets to a secure account. I've also filed for divorce. You and your family will get nothing. My lawyers worked with the bank, and they are aware of everything. All the accounts and family members associated with them have been documented and compiled. If you don't sign the divorce papers immediately, or if you and your family try to steal from someone else in the future, it will all be used against you. The room is silent, and Brian's family looks horrified. I trusted you, Brian. But I won't let you take advantage of me any longer. It gives me great pleasure, Brian, to bid you and your family farewell. With that, Emma turned toward the doors. As they opened, her family made space for Brian's family to exit the event. Everyone watched in silence as Brian's entire family walked out, their faces etched with shock and disbelief at the turn of events. Their deceit was now laid bare for all to see. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more intriguing narratives, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content like this. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you.